The sky shouldn't look like this, not here, not tonight. Yet above cities like Dallas, Denver, even San Francisco, the heavens are glowing with colors once reserved for the Arctic sky. Emerald curtains ripple over skyscrapers, crimson fire burns along the clouds, and the night hums with silent electricity. People step outside, phones raised, whispering the same question: what's happening to the sky? This isn't a movie. This is real. And it's happening right now. Across America, something ancient has awakened. A solar storm, born from a violent eruption on the sun's surface, has unleashed a surge of charged particles racing toward Earth. They slam into our atmosphere, colliding with atoms of oxygen and nitrogen, painting the night in unearthly light. For centuries, these glowing veils have been called many names: aurora borealis, the lights of the north, the dancers of the sky. But tonight, they've come home to places that have never seen them before. And while scientists call it a G4 geomagnetic storm, ancient storytellers called it something else entirely, a sign. But there's a story they don't teach in American schools, a story erased from the history books. When the last storm of this magnitude struck in 1859, the Carrington event, it was not just telegraph operators who knew something was wrong. Enslaved people across the American South reported the sky burning red like Judgment Day. They watched the heavens ignite with crimson fire, documented in plantation records and personal letters. But when they tried to explain what they saw, white scientists dismissed their observations as slave superstition and primitive fear. Yet these weren't superstitions. They were accurate eyewitness accounts of the most powerful geomagnetic storm in recorded history. And here's what makes it even more tragic. Free black astronomers had been tracking solar patterns for decades. Benjamin Banneker, a self-taught black mathematician and astronomer, predicted celestial events with accuracy that rivaled the best European observatories. He documented solar cycles, planetary movements, and atmospheric phenomena in journals that white institutions refused to publish. When Banneker sent his astronomical calculations to Thomas Jefferson, Jefferson praised them privately, but publicly, the scientific establishment ignored him. His contributions to understanding space weather, solar activity, and atmospheric science. Erased, forgotten, buried under centuries of institutional racism. Tonight, as we watch this aurora blaze across American skies, remember, black astronomers were watching the same heavens, making the same observations, predicting the same patterns, and getting none of the credit. This isn't just a solar storm. It's evidence. Evidence that the people history tried to silence were scientists, observers, and truth-tellers whose work was systematically erased. Imagine standing on the Great Plains centuries ago. No light pollution, no highways. Only the cold wind and the endless stars above. When the northern lights appeared, early tribes believed it was the dance of spirits. Warriors celebrating their victories in the afterlife. In Norse legend, the aurora was the reflection of the Valkyries' armor as they carried souls to Valhalla. To the Chinese, it was the heavenly dragon breathing fire into the sky. Every culture looked up, saw that glow, and felt the same mix of awe and dread. But we, in the age of science and satellites, forgot that feeling. Until tonight. At the heart of it all lies the sun, a turbulent star, boiling with storms more violent than any hurricane on Earth. When its magnetic fields twist and snap, they hurl billions of tons of plasma into space, the coronal mass ejection, or CME. Most miss us. But sometimes the Earth happens to be in the crossfire. And when that wave of solar energy collides with our planet's magnetic shield, the sky itself begins to pulse. That's what's happening tonight. A perfect storm of space weather, one strong enough to make the aurora visible as far south as Texas and California, a sight unseen for decades. But here's the eerie part. This storm wasn't supposed to hit this hard. Even NASA's models underestimated its strength. Some are calling it a solar surprise, others, a warning shot. The last time a storm of this magnitude hit Earth was in 1859, the Carrington event. Telegraph lines caught fire, compasses spun uncontrollably, and auroras were seen in Cuba and Hawaii. If a storm of that scale hit today, experts say it could cripple satellites, disrupt GPS systems, and knock out parts of the power grid. So when you look up tonight and see that glow, remember, it's not just beautiful. It's power. Raw, cosmic power, brushing against the fragile edges of our civilization. But maybe, just maybe, the ancients were right to see it as a message. Because light this rare doesn't appear by accident. It arrives as a reminder, a whisper from the cosmos saying, "You are still part of me." Think about it. In a world lit by screens and city glare, we rarely see the real light anymore. And yet, tonight, nature has dimmed our noise and painted the heavens in colors older than language. Red, the breath of solar fire. Green, the pulse of oxygen high above our world. Together, they weave a living tapestry across the dark, the sky itself becoming a storyteller once again. Maybe you're watching from your backyard right now. Maybe you stepped outside just to see if it was true. You lift your eyes, and for a brief moment, you understand what our ancestors felt. That quiet ache in the chest when the universe looks back at you. The air feels different. The horizon hums softly, as if the earth is listening. No matter who you are or where you are tonight, this light touches you, because it's not just a storm. It's history unfolding right above your head. Scientists will analyze the data, chart the KP index, and calculate auroral latitudes. They'll write it in numbers and call it beautiful in their own way. But for everyone else, for those who stand beneath that shimmering canopy, it's something beyond science. It's a bridge between what we know and what we still can't explain. The same solar wind that paints the aurora also protects life from cosmic radiation. The same magnetic field that bends and glows tonight shields every heartbeat on this planet. So when you see those lights flicker, you're looking at the heartbeat of the sun and the heartbeat of Earth answering back. Tomorrow, the skies may fade to gray again. The headlines will move on, but those who saw it will remember. Because for one night, the veil lifted. The universe let us peek behind the curtain, and it was beautiful. These moments remind us why we look to the past, why we chase the forgotten, the forbiddens, the lost stories of this world. Because history isn't just buried underground. Sometimes it burns above us, in the sky. If you felt something tonight, if the glow of the northern lights stirred something ancient in you, then you belong here, with us, at America's Forbidden History. We uncover the hidden truths, the moments history tried to erase, and the mysteries that still light our world in ways science can't explain. So before the sky fades back to black, tap subscribe, join the journey, and keep watching the stories written not in ink, but in light.